Hey guys, I'm Andrew, also known as Iron Android, and I love to talk about movies and TV shows way too much. With that being said, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 worst MCU movies from the worst to just okay. And I would love to hear your guys' rankings in the comments down below. In 10th place, I got Iron Man 2. It felt poorly written and trying to do too much at once. Ivan Van Gogh Whiplash, often cited as a lackluster antagonist, and he was not fully invested as a villain. The humor and emotional is the only thing that was good about this movie, and the acting of Robert Downey Jr., which is why I rated it a 6 out of 10. In ninth place, I got The Incredible Hulk. The film struggled to find a consistent tone. Many critics felt that the character development, especially of Bruce Banner and the Hulk in Malone Blomsky, Abomination, was seen as underdeveloped and he was just a wasted villain. Anything that is redeeming about this movie is the Hulk and Abomination designs. Other than that, I rate it a 5.5 out of 10. In 8th place, I got Eternals. I enjoyed the choices made within the story about how the Celestials use the planets as hosts for breeding and recycling used planets in order to make new Celestials. But I genuinely enjoyed the universe building story in general. Even with those obviously flaws, the deviants unfortunately never really made a impact and a good villain. They were just kind of there to help tell the story and was just kind of there for action sequences. Also, the post-credit scene sets up Blade, but who knows if we're ever gonna get Blade movie because it's been in production for so long at this point, and I don't think we're ever gonna get it. But I rate this a 5 out of 10. In 7th place, I got Brave New World. This was a well-grounded movie and a great character development of some of the characters. And it really sold me on Anthony Mackie being the new Captain America. I also really enjoyed Danny Ramos as the new Falcon. The best part about this movie is the final battle between Red Hulk and Sam Wilson. But this does feel like a direct sequel to the 2008 Incredible Hulk more than a Captain America movie. Thunderbolt Ross literally has more screen time than Sam Wilson Captain America, but it's kind of shocking to me. But I will say the post-credit scene was fantastic and made me look forward for the future of Marvel, which is why I rate it a solid 4.5 out of 10. In 6th place, I got Captain Marvel. The plot felt like it was trying to do too much, juggling an origin story, comic warfare, and humor without really giving enough time to develop Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, as a character. Instead of making me care about her journey, the movie just told me she was powerful and expected that to be enough. Some cool moments, but the pacing was uneven and scenes that kind of dragged on and on, and it felt rushed. And don't even get me started on how Nick Fury lost his eye to a cat. That to me made me so mad. But other than that, I rate this movie a 4 out of 10. In 5th place, I got Black Widow. I want to start on how they skipped 20 years of her life. This is a Black Widow movie and it's supposed to be explaining how she became Black Widow, and it did not do that. Also, I thought this movie would tell us what happened in Budapest with her and Hawkeye, but it didn't do that either. Red Guardian and Yelena were the highlights of this movie, and in my honest opinion, I feel like they outshine Natasha Romanoff in her own movie, which is just crazy to me. And also, this movie should have came out way earlier, being after she died in Endgame. Like it's supposed to came out like maybe phase 1, maybe phase 2. But I rate this movie a 3.5 out of 10. In 4th place, I got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This to me is the Marvel movie that dealt the worst hand. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. I will admit it was good action, nice effects, but you leave the film feeling underwhelmed by a silly plot. I thought Shuri was super well written, and she saw Killmonger and the heart-shaped herb thing, and it was kind of shocking to me when her mother died, and I was kind of expecting it because I knew someone would die in this movie. Also, Namor did not work for me. He wasn't that compelling and interesting of a villain. And Ironheart was just stupid side character to me. And she literally made her own Iron Man suit, but she doesn't know who Iron Man is. She doesn't really compel and connect with Iron Man. To me, I felt like Harley from Iron Man 3 should have been the next Iron Man, which is why I rate this movie a 3 out of 10. In third place, I got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This movie is probably the most irrelevant movie in the MCU because of Jonathan Majors was supposed to be the big bad Kane for the multiverse saga, but he got fired before he can even really get a chance to be Kane. All the post-credit scenes and everything that we have gotten, it's about Kane, and it now goes nowhere. And literally, they switched the focus from Kane to Doctor Doom. This movie is all over the place. Jonathan Majors is like the really only thing that this movie had going for it. But the comedy isn't the same in the first two movies because you don't have Lewis and his friends helping out Scott and Hank, which is why I rate this a 2.5 out of 10. In my runner-up spot, I got Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok sucks. The comedy does not hit well. The reason why you guys got Thor Love and Thunder is because you guys praised Thor Ragnarok so much. Thor is not supposed to be a comedic character. He is supposed to be serious and everything. I will say that Thor Love and Thunder is way better than Ragnarok because of Jane Foster being back in it and their chemistry. I did not laugh once while watching this movie. I thought the get help scene was stupid. The only thing that I actually thought was good about this movie was that he's a friend from work joke, because I thought that was sweet because there was a Make-A-Wish kid on set that day and Chris Hemsworth used that as his suggestion, and I thought that was super fun and sweet. So I rate this movie a 2 out of 10. In first place, I got Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming is the worst movie in the MCU because Peter Parker is a rookie. In this movie, he gets saved by Iron Man countless times, and he doesn't really do anything impressive. The only thing that he does is kind of and slightly impressive is he saves everybody in the Washington Monument. But the rest of the movie is him literally messing up and getting saved by Tony, and he doesn't even throw a single punch in this movie. And when I want to see a Spider-Man movie, when I see a Spider-Man movie, I want to see Spider-Man do cool Spider-Man things, and you do not get any of that in this movie, which is why I rate it a 1 out of 10. And with that being said, guys, I'm Andrew, also known as Iron Android, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to my gaming channel and go follow my TikTok. Link will be in the description for both of those things. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.